All right, one one of those is enough. Hello everyone. Good morning. Who's here? I saw Spirit first. Hello. PCU, Tachi, Lamp, Bellhound, Trooper, Chaos, Lapis. How's everyone doing? That's one way to drop the mic. You gotta make a big entrance, you know? It is the last day of Angular Gyrus. Where is... Oh. I'm sad I missed Little Company, but I was dead from VTuber concert. Which VTuber concert? But yeah, understandable. Is it right though? We'll probably do it again. I was scrolling through the endless myriad of mods, and I'm like, okay, maybe we'll do it again with more mods this time. Calliope? Ooh, Hollywood concert? Oh damn. I haven't been keeping up with VTubers like at all, so every now and then I see them around and I'm like, oh, they're still alive! Great! And I have no idea what they're up to. Didn't know she had a concert. That's fun though. Second live concert. Oh, a live concert. Oh, okay, that's fun. Yeah, those are always fun. I've never been to one, but I watch a few of the Suisei ones, but you know, because she streams them to YouTube also for free sometimes. Morning, Mango. I actually like Morris content inside her living live stream. Love her music. Yeah, I'm not really into her kind of music, you know. But like every now and then, there's like a song I like, and I'll be like, wow, banger. Hello, Phantom King. I can't believe we're finishing Angular Gyrus today. Can't you guys believe it? I understand her music is not for everyone, but it's still fun regardless. Yeah. Did you see the news about Sonic Unleashed 2 days ago? No. What news about Unleashed? Is it getting like a re-release or something? Because that would be great, because I mean, I have it on PS3. I don't think I can put my PS3 disc into my PS5. Decompile it and make a native Sonic Unleashed PC port for fans to enjoy. Oh, native, you say? Sonic Unleashed PC port. Unleashed recomp. Unleashed recompiled. Unofficial PC port of the Xbox 360 version of Sonic Unleashed. Windows and Linux support with numerous built-in enhancements such as high resolutions, ultra-wide support, high frame rates, improved performance, and modding. This project does not include any game assets. You must provide the files from your own legally acquired copy of the game to install. To install or build Unleashed recompiled. I understand. I understand what they want me to do. I know what that lingo means. Just playing Genshin Impact and finally made it past Mondstadt and now in the US. Oh wow, so you're like starting? Damn. I admire the dedication, I guess. I dropped Genshin for good. Good morning, SCP Deadman. So yeah, so then all I have to do is let's get the game. You're on a very long delayed hiatus when it comes to Genshin. Hello, cat. You must have access to the following: Xbox 360, Xbox 360 hard drive, Xbox 360 hard drive transfer cable, Sonic Unleashed for Xbox 360. How to acquire the game files from your Xbox 360. Interesting. So I'm I will Sonic Unleashed. I guess I could always just buy it. Now that I remember. I remember that thing was a pain. I still have it in a box somewhere in my house. Damn, you have it? Which is the DLC they mentioned that has updated lighting or something? I wonder. I've been thinking off and on about modding my old 360, but I'm worried I'll break it somehow. I have a bunch of my friends, I think, that had it modded. Interesting. Technically, I do have the game, so like, do I want to buy it again? I'm just reading through the GitHub. How do you install it once you have the thing? Ah, okay. I see. Index support. Interesting. The only Sonic game I remember playing was Sonic Adventure 2 for the GameCube. That was Sonic Adventure 2 was peak. I went to buy my PS2. My brother tried to sell me on the idea, but it's an original fat one with the Ethernet backpack. I don't want to break it. Oh, but like modding, isn't modding PS2s like super easy? Back in my country, you wouldn't meet anyone that didn't have their PS2 modded. Nearly boyfriend is 100% yeah, he deserves it. Yeah, they're very fun together. So go to a cinema, it is. But yeah, it's interesting, the whole Unleashed PC port. Official retailers used to sell them pre-modded in mine. Mine... Not official retailers, but like, yes, you could find retailers that did it. I still have my Borderlands ones for Xbox 360. My Xbox 360, I think the hard drive was too old and it just was very slow. I think I might have thrown my 360 away though. So. Same with my PS3. Wait, real question. I'm gonna Google it. Does I don't think it does, but like just gonna verify. Does PS5 read PS3? No, of course it doesn't. I remember my hometown R4 cards for the 3DS were all raised back in the day. Oh yeah, I had one of those too. But those, I mean, in my experience at least, they were kind of hit or miss. You know, like they could work, and then like suddenly they stop working, and I'm like, eh. But yeah, I'm like, I don't know. It looks interesting, but I will have to think about it. I'm just like I'm lazy. Whenever a game requires me to like do more than simply run an installer, I'm like, I could just buy it. Oh, you once had a time bomb built into them? Oh, that will explain things. No, I had them for DS. Yeah, because I didn't have a 3DS until I moved to Canada, and by the time I moved to Canada, I stopped getting those thingies. The DS ones did. That explains a lot. But yeah, I thought they had made a. I mean, it makes sense why they wouldn't, but yeah, I thought they had made like an actual installer that you could just run, you know, and like play Sonic Unleashed. But I mean, like it makes sense that is not a possibility. The people who did the avatars with the Xbox 360 and items and as Gyrus was made by Rare Games. Oh. My Xbox 360 takes 5 minutes to load because of the old HDD. Yeah. It happened to mine too. I tried to play, I remember a few years back when I still had it, I tried to play The Wolf Among Us because I had it installed. And it was literally like a PowerPoint presentation. And it just went frame by frame. It was horrible. I haven't seen how Sonic Unleashed can run on OG hardware. I mean, I don't remember having issues with it on PS3. But I don't know if they have it for... you can still buy it on... I don't think Sony has it. Petition brings Sonic Unleashed back to PS4, PS5. Okay, and only... Where's the laser pointer? Will you stream with Running 2's Antares event? Yeah, next week. jungle level is famous for having frame drops. You mean like jungle joyride? I'm watching a video of it and it seems fine. I have forgotten the levels for so long. I'm like, why is this video 5 minutes? So I'm silent, I'm just watching attentively. Oh, these levels look so fun. I remember the day levels in Sonic Unleashed were so fun. I love them. But yeah, I had forgotten the levels were this long. I have forgotten how the water looked also. Now I want to play it. Also, just this person is way better than I will ever be. It makes it look extra fun. But then I will probably play it and die numerous times. Oh, I had forgotten about the QTEs. Damn. Okay, this is one of those people that clearly they know the level, like, you know, upside down, and they just kind of do it by reflex. At this point. I wish I could play levels like this, but like on my first run. Just be absolutely flawless. First try. Alright, it's done. From what I understand, the PS3 version caps its frame rate, the 360 version didn't. Oh yeah, 360! Yeah, 360 had some strange things going on, I remember. Does Sonic Unleashed have a Wii version? It did? Howdy, Sunny. Just I'm studying Japanese now, let's go. But yeah, yeah, I mean, I have no idea how it runs on 360, but it seems to run perfectly fine on the new Xbox. I might just give in and buy it. It's only $15. Eventually, though, not now. Do it, I will. I need to go through the GameCube era first before we move on. But first, we're gonna play the new generations. Finally, now that I finished Final Fantasy 16, I'm gonna play the new generations before I go back to my never-ending backlog. Nobody ever leaves the GameCube era. True. The other GameCube game that I mentioned a few times that I really wanna play on stream is Custom Robo. I love Custom Robo. But anyway, I don't wanna extend the stream longer than necessary because I want to play games. I've spent these days mostly tinkering around with my Steam Deck than actually playing games on it. So I want to play some games. I've been trying to run Reverse 1999 with no success. I don't know why. I have a friend. I was talking about this yesterday. I have a friend that has a Steam Deck also and plays Reverse 1999 on it with no issues whatsoever. She was like, yeah, you stole it from the Steam store and play it. And I'm like, it does not open like at all. And like I try all the compatibility things and whatnot, and then Kat told me like, oh, you can try Lutris like sometimes, and I saw it, some people mentioning it around too, and so I tried that, and it also did not work. It also did not open. So I'm like, okay then. But I figured out a way that I can do it. It's just because as I've said many times, I'm very much a couch potato console player. I really like grabbing a controller and playing on my TV. So I usually have issues with all these games, you know, whether they'll be PC or phone, because I don't want to play them when I'm at home. I don't want to play on my phone or on my PC when I'm at home. So like I will never touch them. But I discovered, I mean, and it's funny because it's things that I kind of knew beforehand. I just never put like 2 and 2 together until now. I can connect my iPad to my TV. I can connect a controller to my iPad and have it work as a mouse cursor. And I'm like, Oh. Oh. So that's what I'd probably be doing with like reverse and guess Frontline 2. Guess Frontline 2 works on the Steam Deck, it's just not perfect. And it doesn't always open. Like I gotta give it a few tries until it finally opens. And then it works fine enough. It's just that, you know, the frame rate feels kind of weird at times. And some of the animations don't play like the ones for the gacha and the cinematics and the story. Did you turn off high definition mode? That causes issues. I saw something about that, but I haven't seen the option. Where is that? Where's that option? Because I mean I have seen it mentioned a few times, but like not enough times for me to actually be like, okay, where is this option? But yeah, now that you bring it up again. Title screen settings? What? Like I saw it mentioned, but like someone like there was like one comment that kind of mentioned it offhand. Steam settings display. Because I might try that. I mean, that's the only thing that I'm like, you know, at this point, it's like, could it be that? Because like it doesn't even open at all. Like, you know, like install, and then when I try to open it, it just closes before it can even open. Okay, I'm gonna check that real quick. This is the ADHD at play, guys. Like, if you tell me something, I need to try it right away. Hey, Doc! Because that will make things so much simpler for me. All right. Theme settings. display. There is no such option. However, I don't know if this will be the same. It says external display safe mode forces a low resolution configuration when plugging in an external monitor to improve compatibility. But I mean that will only make it that will only make it work I mean that will only cause issues when it's not docked. And I mean when it's docked and I have issues regardless. Search resolution when undocked. Resolution. Maximum game resolution? I think that's also why I ignored that thing that I saw, because I could not find it anywhere. Limit that, but I mean I can. You can change that for each game also, can't you? Oh no, I thought it was the. I thought I had seen an option. Oh yeah, game resolution here. And the quick settings. Dun, dun, dun. All I see is the performance options. Change it for reverse. Which you can play this game remotely without installing. Yeah, no, but I want to install it. Which should be the game resolution for reverse? I have no idea. Run the game at 720. That will make sense. Because I mean, it has 1080, supposedly. .1080p. But I don't know what is the resolution for my monitor. I don't know what is the resolution for Steam Deck also. Okay, we'll try that. I'll leave it installing. We shall see. It was made for phone screens, but I mean, you can. I'm pretty sure you can run in 1080 on phone. And I'm running the Steam version, so... But we'll see. Maybe I need to limit the FPS. Because I have a 90 FPS. Or I can just disable also the FPS. Disable the limit. And the Steam Deck is weird, it is true. I guess we shall see. Try everything at this point. Yeah, I'm like, as long as it's, you know, stuff from the Steam Deck itself, it's not much struggle to try it. It's more issue with like stuff I was trying before, like other launchers and things. But anyway, while I do that, now I got Joe got me distracted, so blame him. But while we wait for that to try it out, let's jump into the game. Why is it not showing? Because I have the wrong screen active. There we go. You're welcome, guys. Destroy him. Remove some things. Are we ready to finish? Boy, are we. But yeah, I'll be looking down at my Steam Deck. Because also the other thing is like, you know, they tell you like, oh, try like the compatibility mode that the Steam Deck has integrated. And none of those work either. So yeah, at this point, I guess it could be something with the resolution being weird, or the FPS, or just the Steam Deck being strange. Destroy him. Downloading. But yeah, We were almost at the end. So let's start with, we had a Maclean thing. More Maclean lore. So let's get to that. So I'm trying to adjust my screen. There we go. Light as a feather, or file. Pretty much is the same number. I'm actually not sure, but we're just gonna assume it's the same number because it's very long. Wait, let me see. Is the echoey working? Yes. In the silent room, the door creaks open, stirring the still air within. Morido looks up with a smile, as if she has been expecting the visitor before her. Is this when we were torturing her? Never forget what they took from us. Yes.
I knew you will come back to see me, Nim again.
Oh.
I simply want to help you take a proper look at your virtual cognition image.
It's that time when N4 was taking over Dandelion. I mean, quote unquote N4. N4 gently closes the door behind her. She strolls up to Morido and peers down thoughtfully at her. Morido now seems a little bewildered by N4's attitude.
Why are you so intent on saving me, Nim again? You won't be able to pull off the same thing again. If, I say if, the objective changes next time, you'll all be done for. I don't want to attempt that again either. Then why?
N4 leans forward to bear down on Morido.
Didn't I just tell you? I just want to save you. Don't be silly. If you want to save me, why don't you just let me go? I will. What? I said I will. But not now. Right now, I want to see the real you.
Morido blinks. She opens her mouth to say something, but in the end, she decides to remain silent.
Your father has been tormenting people and turning them into abominations that are neither alive nor dead, justifying individuals who are partially immune to collapse radiation. Unfortunately, it is all in vain. This is Spadeo's purpose, Nim again. We are blazing a trail into a new era. Just as our name implies, we are guiding ignorant humans to the line of true gospel. Aren't you deluding yourself? Shut up.
Morido's smugness instantly evaporates as her face darkens.
You refuse to acknowledge yourself and your connection with the past. But they will always remain on your base layer, and those memories are unequivocal evidence. You are all failures. You are just one of her many shadows. Even if you end it all with your own hands, you will never change the facts. Here, you're referring to Lunacia?
Morido shakes her head vehemently, as if trying to rid her mind of this terrible thought.
That's impossible. You're lying. I am the perfect individual. Are you?
N4 looks down at Morido piteously.
You should know the truth.
Morido shrinks back fearfully in N4's increasingly intimidating presence.
but she stumbles into something. She whirs around without thinking and finds herself looking at a mirror. In the mirror is a reflection of an unsightly corpse thrashing in a sludge. No. No. No! Morido starts screaming hysterically, and the corpse mirrors her movement. I am not a failure. I'm not. Impossible. It can't be. If I'm a failure, what are you? And for what does Morido's panic with indifference? Doesn't matter. What matters is what you want to become. I came to free you from your predetermined fate, not to watch you wallow in failure and self-pity. I know I'll become the one and only fully immune individual. I want to become the one and only fully immune individual. Will you help me? No, you mustn't help me. Father promised me, if I successfully carry out Operation Cocoon in Berlin, he will be able to kill Babska, and I will attain full immunity. Then what? Have you ever thought about what comes after that? She hasn't. I will merge with you.
Oh.
So your plan for the future is to share a body with me. If that is indeed what you want, I can give you what you desire. No. Just do as I say, and I'll be able to save you. Again and again.
Wait, what?
What should I do? Destroy the lack of cognition. Destroy the cocoons in Berlin and Frankfurt. And you will always be yourself.
Wait a second. What?
Babska thought that only Maclean was a fool. It turns out Morido is also one. Each of the needles born from the cocoon has their own desire. Maclean wishes to return to the human world. Morido yearns for absolute freedom. What about Babska? Babska thinks to herself, what could my desire be?
What the fuck? Huh? Oh wait, I can't try the thing out right now because I'm using Steam here on the computer. You're in luck, guys. I won't be distracted. I'm speechless. Me too. Like, what? What? So who's Morido working for? What? So is Morido also betraying Paradeus in the end? Is that... Are those the implications? My god. My god. Is she gonna pull an RPK after all this time? She can't. I won't allow her. That will make her an interesting character. We can't have that with Morido. I can forgive it with RPK 16, but not with Morido. It always felt to me like she had her own agenda since she sealed the cameras in front of William's chambers at Avernus. But I mean, that's the thing. If you think about it, like this meeting here that we just saw, that is before the entire bullshit that went down at Avernus. So it might be that, you know, it comes from this. Everyone's kicking Paradeus in the nuts. Because I mean that clearly going by the sprites and the situation, clearly that's when we had Moido captured, and we had quote unquote N4 taking over Dandelion's body after. Don't make putting bullets through you more complicated. Exactly. Because remember we had her captured at some point. And then suddenly we leave them alone. And suddenly Morido is trying to run away with M4, quote unquote. And that's when M16 arrives. And takes down a helicopter barehanded. Because she's just that much of a badass. But yeah, we don't need more info, so let's keep going. Now we go back to 404, that we're having a jolly good time. 16, or war. Deep within the backseating system. Data blocks keep falling away and raining down on this virtual space that has transformed into a library.
The backseating system has refreshed its passwords ahead of schedule. All access authorizations are being overwritten. 416, what's your situation?
Only a faint noise can be heard through the comms line. The ceiling starts quaking, crumbling, and the last corner where they are hiding will soon be exposed.
45, we've got to go now or it'll be too late.
MP45 looks at the intelligence file that's almost within her grasp. The decryption progress bar is still stuck at 72%.
9, buy me 20 seconds. 20 seconds? We'll also get washed away by the data torrent.
Ignoring OMP9's attempt to stop her, OMP45 resumes her effort in cracking the code. OMP9 has no choice but to do whatever she can to slow down the spread of overwritten data. But with the application of the new password, there is no stopping the rapid onslaught.
45, we're seriously running out of time.
At the horizon of the digital space, a heavy downpour quickly erodes whatever is left.
45! Done.
She pulled it off, actually! OMP45 quickly stows away the intelligence file that she has finally acquired and grabs OMP9 without a backward glance. The last corner in the library rocks and sinks amidst the torrent of data like a broken raft.
We're drawing back to level 2.
Like a world buried in heavy snow, the sunken library is no more. Even though the dolls are safely back within their neural space, OMP9 is still in shock.
45, another 0.5 seconds and we would have been goners. Relax, we made it. But why didn't 416 warn us? Even now, there's still no...
OMP9 grumbles as she starts preparing for the return to the real world, but she freezes when she registers what she's seeing.
45? What's this place? Why is it all white? Our level 2 didn't used to look like this, did it? Did 416 upgrade the system?
OMP45 tries to contact 416 again. Before the line connects, a familiar voice shouts from a distance. Oh! I see!
45, run!
A white sphere of light comes flying this way. The brilliant light hurtles straight toward OMP45 and OMP9 with no signs of stopping.
What the heck was that?
Having barely dodged the attack, the two dogs look incredulously in the direction it had come from. 416 is dashing toward them with 11 in tow, pursued by a white-clad woman hovering in midair. OMP45 and OMP9 immediately open fire in unison to cover the retreat.
What is going on? Where did that woman come from? We got hacked. That woman looks like big trouble. She fits the description of the unit Nemran, who appear in Avernus. So she's the one who wiped out Squad Nitrogen single-handedly. We don't stand a chance against her. We've got to get out. The location of her frames is still hidden. We must escape from level 2 before she finds it.
Who was Nitrogen? I don't remember who was Squad Nitrogen. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Gyrus, Frontline, Squad Nitrogen. Team Aeneas. So we'll show you part of Team Aeneas. List of members. No, it doesn't have them separated by squads. But it was one of the squads that was part of the entire operation to save Anje. .416 inserts a new magazine into her weapon.
G11 and I will cover you. Try to find a decryption point. Got it. Make it quick. 416. What is it? You would indeed make a great squad leader.
Oh? Oh?
Is this really the time?
416 drags 11 off to draw Nemran away. From the moment 416 realized they'd been hacked, she has noticed the white-lipped python that is always lurking in the corner. It appears in every corner they flee to, but never attacks. It just flicks its tongue leisurely, as if just passing by. But 416 instincts tell her that it's not that simple. In electronic warfare, the visualization of every single object consumes processing power, so objects never appear for no reason. This white-lipped python is on a mission. Exonite, SP9, Rhino, and QVC. Probably, yeah, because I saw that QVC was part of it. So yeah, that sounds accurate.
Wow, that
woman, plural.
she's teleported. This is her domain after all. As long as she has computational capacity, she can literally do anything. Ignoring the Python for now, 416 focuses her attention on finding the woman dressed in white. She outclasses them in speed, agility, and power. They have no other choice but to keep a safe distance away from her. Calm those legs, don't stop!
They died, no? I believe they did, yeah, they all did. I say the Nemran wiped them out.
I can't keep this up. Get on!
416 pulls 11 onto her back without hesitation.
You handle the shooting. On it! $45. Any luck? Give me another 37 seconds. Hang in there, guys!
Apparently Brahmi is too much of a woman to use singular. Oh no, but they're fighting Nemran. But I mean, I guess the same applies. Died or back to backups? I mean, with every doll, it's always, back to backups. Especially because they were sent by Griffin himself. Which kind of makes me wonder about QVC and Frontline too, but we're not gonna talk about that. Wrong woman. Then you mean wrong woman?
Hurry up! I'm about to be electrocuted. Copy that.
Light powder drifts through the air. Seeing that a thunderstorm is coming, 416 picks out the pace as she flees with G11. Out of the corner of her eye, she catches a glimpse of the white-lipped python, still hovering leisurely in a nook. But in the blink of an eye, it disappears. Taking advantage of her momentary distraction, a grenade blows up and sends her flying.
Yeah!
416 breaks her fall with several rolls. Then without stopping for even a second, she pulls G11 up and resumes her sprint. They are pelted with grenades from behind.
45! It's on. Logging out. Get 11 out first. She can't take any more of this. I'll go last. Got it.
The 11 mounts as she dematerializes in 416's arms. Now that she has logged out successfully, 416 can finally go all out.
Come on then.
416 vaults over an obstacle constructed with data and fires to slow down the white-clad woman. The sound of a snake flicking its tongue. It's that white-lipped python again. This is the first time it has appeared so close to her. 416 immediately switches her aim and fires at it, but it simply twists its body nimbly and avoids all the bullets.
416, prepare to log out. Acknowledged.
Almost immediately, the python strikes and sinks its teeth into 416's arm. No! I'm sure that will not cause a problem. I'm sure that bite is gonna be nothing. Nothing important, right? Right?
Are you okay?
After escaping from level 2, 416 checks the side where the python has bitten her. There is no sign of any bite.
What's wrong? Is your arm injured? I'm fine. Now let's get the hell out of here.
416, maybe you should say that. Maybe you should say something about it.
I already sent AR-18 all the information we found in the beasting system. She said she could work out the coordinates. Then we completed the mission. We're charging 5 times our standard rate this time. Of course.
Bringing along the unconscious 11, the dolls of a squad 404 disappear into the messy room. There's no time, there's plenty of time. How many red flags are we at now? Way too many to count. It's just a field of red flags. If you say in the first act that there is a rifle hanging on the wall, in the second or third act, it absolutely must go off. While watching a squad 404 retreat on the monitor, Nemra narrows her eyes and lightly taps 416's face with her slender fingertip.
Bang. Why did you let her go, Sister Nemran?
Who says I let her go? Nemran pulls her hand away from the monitor and picks up a wine glass instead. It's just not time for the rifle to go off yet. The sound of something made of glass hitting the floor. Then a cool sensation seeps into the hand.
Did I wake you?
Yeah, you broke something.
What happened?
The commander finds himself lying on the floor of yet another unfamiliar room. To their side, Lunacy is cleaning up the knockover glass awkwardly with one hand. Ice water has been spilled all over the floor.
Can you let go now?
Huh? The commander looks up in bemusement and is surprised to find that they have been gripping Lunacy's hand tightly. After finally extricating herself, Lunacy rubs her clearly red and swollen hand.
You had my hand in a vice-like grip all night, so I couldn't leave.
Sorry.
No need to apologize. I actually slept pretty well, even though I was forced to sleep.
Ugh! Get out of here! Izu, I'm reading!
No need to apologize. I actually slept pretty well, even though I was forced to sleep on the floor next to you. I even had a nice dream.
What dream?
It's a secret.
I don't like that you're having a secret dream. Like a lazy cat, Lunacy tilts her head to one side and sizes up the commander with narrowed eyes.
According to my memory, this dream hasn't slept in a long time. There's probably something about you that puts people at ease.
In exchange, you should also give me something that would put me at ease.
What do you want?
The truth. Why are you moving me around in circles? We've been at the same place all along, haven't we? Lunacy takes a deep breath, then she lets out a soft chuckle.
How did you find out?
The sounds. They're very realistic, but all the ambient noise was audio simulation.
The church bells, the choirs, the planes taking off at the airport. They all had an obvious loop point. Judging from how far the sounds were coming from, we must have been moving around in the same building. As expected of the commander. Why though? Because it's fun. I like wasting your time like this. William doesn't intend to see me at all, does he? You're probably right. After all, he managed to achieve everything he wants without having to use you. So, your life is now in my hands. You will have to live the way I want you to live. This could go on for a week, a month, a year, a decade, maybe even a lifetime. I do wonder what you'll be like in 10 years' time. Will you still be as rebellious as you are now? Hehe. But one thing I do know for sure. In 10 years' time, all your dolls will be little more than spare parts. You may be able to find chunks of them in the second-hand market. Why aren't you saying anything? Oh, you must be hungry. Lunasia walks over to a table with a smile. She takes out a loaf of bread and starts cutting it up into slices. Oh dear, how could they be so careless? I clearly told them to prepare a bread knife. So why have they left me a dagger instead? A dagger, you say? Because I guess Frontline to say 10 years later? Yeah, exactly. Lunasia deliberately holds up the dagger to inspect it. The sharp clean of the sheeted blade pierces the commander's eyes. It'd be very dangerous if the prisoner got hold of it. Are you helping me? Or are you gonna kill me? Lunasia returns to the commander's side with the dagger in her hand. In exchange for the peaceful sleep you have given me, you can have this dagger. You can kill me and escape. We are now in the white zone in Frankfurt. The security is very tight out there. You will run to the patrolling guards the moment you get out. When you tell them about the ordeal you've suffered, you will be escorted to safety. The white zone? Oh, right. Are you worried about your dolls on the Alma? Lunasia points at the surveillance camera with the blinking light. They've already tracked you down. Get out of here and you'll see them very soon. I'm not going to do that. If you're concerned about the explosives I'm carrying inside my frame, I was just messing with you. That's not why I'm doing it. That's not why I'm not doing it. The dagger is pressed right up against the commander's neck. The smile has completely evaporated from Lunasia's face. Her cold eyes glint as sharply as the dagger in her hand. If you refuse to obey, I'll kill you. To be honest, I've grown tired of you. Go ahead. Are you testing me? Yep. Lunasia's pupils contract in anger. The cold blade slices open the commander's skin, but it goes no further than that. Lunasia drops the dagger. She stands up and pushes open the door. Get out. Get out of here before I regret it. The commander rises wordlessly. After taking a long look at Lunasia, they leave the room. As the footsteps recede into the distance, Lunasia slumps down to the floor. The footsteps have returned to the door.
Why did you turn back?
The commanders are standing at the door with a blanket folded over their arm. They walk up to Lunasia, put the cuffs that have been their restraint for the last few days around her wrists, then place the blanket over her head.
What are you doing?
In the sudden darkness, the terrified Lunasia is picked up off her feet.
Taking my revenge.
The commander heads out the door again, with Lunasia in their arms.
Are you mad? You could have left on your own. William could locate and catch you through me. Have you not considered that?
I caught William once, I can catch him a second time. But next time, I will just kill him and be done with it.
Don't be a fool. Return to your precious Elmo. Do you seriously think you're a savior? You are nothing. You can't protect anything.
You're absolutely right. I once met a young woman. I just promised her a safe haven, and she trusted me completely. She died right before my eyes, and I was utterly helpless. I vowed then and there that I will not let this happen ever again.
Maclean. She died so long ago, but you're still thinking about her.
The commander can hear the mockery in Lunasia's chuckle.
If I tell you can revive Maclean, will you agree to it?
The commander is immediately wary. Lunasia presses her lips against the commander's ear.
Say, if Maclean resides within Morizo's body, can you accept that? Just like me with this body, can you accept it?
It doesn't matter whether I accept it or not. You don't have a choice either way. From now on, you are my prisoner. Carrying Lunasia, the commander runs out toward the light.
What the fuck? What if I'm doing it to spite him? Yeah, exactly. Reminder of what? The end of that scene was all with her having a bag over her face. Yeah. A blanket over her. I want to be carried off by Commander, please. Anything new here? Nope. 17. Nowhere to hide. We're back to Nele now.
White Zone, Frankfurt. Accompanied by Jay, Nele focuses on memorizing the geography of the White Zone. Every villa, without any exception, is surrounded by high walls, and all the windows, even the ones facing the street, are opaque, so it's impossible to peer inside.
15 minutes, 110 steps per minute, stride length 0.72 meters. Then we roughly walk 1,188 meters.
Facing the midday sun, Nele ascertains that she has been traveling southward from the north. The artificial mountain in the distance is covered in greenery. Purification facilities and military radars sprout from the peak like out-of-place mushrooms. So you have relatives in Frankfurt. I suppose all the jobs are in the capital, especially for doctors. Huh? What? Nele's pulled out of her thoughts. Jay eyes her with a frown. You got into trouble, didn't you?
Yeah, huh?
Did the thing with Galatea tarnish your reputation? That's why you were forced to move from Berlin to Frankfurt, weren't you? I read your profile. With your qualifications from Heidelberg, as long as you've got proper references, it shouldn't be a problem despite what happened with Galatea. I'm not really in the position to help you, but I've got a friend. She's a pretty big name in the press. She should be able to put in a good word for you.
Thank you.
Got no choice but to seek help from relatives that... Got no choice but to seek help from relatives that you despise because your livelihood is on the line, yeah? I totally get it. It's really hard to get by for everyone these days.
You're actually a pretty nice guy.
You think so? I agree. Fucking Jay. You don't see a lot of people like me in this day and age. You just ruined it, Jay. Here's my number. Feel free to call me if you run into any problems in Frankfurt. If you're short on money, I may be able to help out just a little.
It hasn't quite come to that yet. Also, I already have your contact.
Oh, that's a ecstasy number and it's tapped. This is my private number.
Aren't you a special agent? Why would a special agent have a private number?
You're right. We aren't given the luxury of privacy. However, I insist on keeping my work and personal life separate.
Seriously, what's the point in deluding yourself about that? Oh, come to think of it, what are you doing here? A special agent business?
I wonder myself.
From Berlin to Frankfurt. This counts as a promotion, right?
Any promotion without a pay raise is a scam.
Surely you still get some extra perks?
The air is a bit fresher here. Considering how clean air is kind of a precious commodity these days.
Then...
Having committed the location of the junction to memory, Nele starts gauging the distance and direction of a new segment.
Do you usually head to work following this route? Do you always stick to it, or do you alternate routes depending on your posts and shifts?
What do you mean?
I'm just wondering if I'll run into you again the next time I visit my grandfather. You've been keeping me company for so long. At least let me treat you to coffee.
Nele. Were you trying to fish for information? No! No! You're starting to look a little suspicious. We've been getting along pretty well, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to come with me. A sudden loud noise comes out of nowhere. The ground shakes. The huge explosion sends debris flying in all directions and triggers a shockwave of smoke and dust. Jay immediately grabs Nele and throws himself over her on the ground. That's a gentleman. The alarms start blaring in an instant. The automatic sprinklers above the flower beds, seemingly damaging the tremor, have gone off, causing a massive downpour everywhere.
What was that?
No clue. Stay put while I'll ask about the situation. Jay pulls out his communicator and is just about to contact his colleague. But then the broadcast system in the white zone comes on.
Attention all citizens. There has been an illegal trespass and an attempted burglary in a private residence. Will all citizens remain indoors. Do not travel without authorization. The garrison has been mobilized and is actively searching for the suspect. If you have information or require help, please get in touch with verified garrison soldiers or members of the staff with an identifying token. Will all the staff members call in patrol or off duty, please report for duty immediately.
What's going on?
I don't know yet. Go back to your grandfather's place and hunker down for now. Don't leave until the alarm is deactivated.
What about you?
I got to go and report for duty. Go that way. An intricate-looking wooden garden gate is kicked open, revealing... Commander? Why are you here?
Wait, what? Was it seriously us?
Commander!
As Nele looks on in shock, the person known as the commander is standing right there before her, looking rather disheveled and carrying an unknown object in their arms. He draws his gun and trains it on the commander. Don't tell me you're the burglar mentioned in the broadcast. Put down what you're carrying. Put your hands up. Slowly turn to face the wall and get on your knees.
Commander is just staring silently.
The commander has no choice but to comply. They slowly place Lunacia, still wrapped in a blanket, on the ground, then put their arms in the air. Jay approaches Lunacia cautiously, all the while watching the commander closely. He flips the blanket open. Even though Jay already suspects foul play, he's still dumbstruck by what he finds under the blanket. Isn't that... The commander seizes the opportunity to attack. They knock Jay out and quickly seize his sidearm.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Jay.
What are you doing here, Commander?
Jay doesn't remember us? No, hey, yeah, he does.
What are you doing here?
Did you receive the message I sent you before?
When? What message?
So Instructor is a liar? I've been gathering information on the White Zone for her so diligently. I even almost got apprehended by the ecstasy.
Oh. The commander realizes her mistake and promptly switches gears. I remember now. The instructor did mention it, but I've been so busy these days and haven't got the time to send your reply. Nele's dubious gaze switches back and forth between the commander and Lunacia, wrapped in the blanket.
Commander immediately plays along.
Under the corner of the blanket that Jay has slipped open is the face of a young woman.
Wait, so you're actually the burglar? Commander, why would you do such a thing?
I'll explain later. Worried about the guards in the White Zone, the commander picks up Lunacia and turns to leave. Nele grabs the commander.
No, I need to talk to you.
I'm meeting up with someone here. Go on first and I'll get in touch with you later.
No, you currently have zero credibility here, so I'm coming along.
You...
Vroom vroom!
An unmarked military vehicle speeds over and skids to a stop in front of them with a beautifully executed drift. The door opens, revealing 416 and M16.
That is the duo I was not expecting to see together in a car.
Sorry for being late. It took a bit of work hacking this vehicle.
Get in, Commander. 16. Is this what you meant when you said we'd meet again? How do you even know this is how things will turn out?
You see.
Maybe it was divine revelation.
Oh, you cheeky little... I love you.
Har. Very funny. Then just pretend I got a tip-off from State Tech. Are you still M16 of Griffin? If you're asking where I stand... Commander, 16 will always be on your side.
Damn. I'm working for quote-unquote estate sec. Yes, indeed. A burst of gunfire erupts. The Whitestone garrison has got up.
Get a move on. We're out of time.
Without waiting for the commander to ask, Nele has already squeezed into the vehicle. She looks back at the unconscious Jay lying on the ground.
What about Jay?
Bring him along.
Kidnapping of an ecstasy agent! Let's go!
The door slams shut, and the engine comes to life.
Would all humans please get under the seats? Are you planning to fight the garrison?
Yep, back to the base we go.
Is everybody ready?
Quest Forces kidnapping a girl, and an ecstasy agent.
All the dolls are ready for battle.
Damn, okay, that was... Sheesh. Alright, it's a stage time now. Reliance. Wait, this is a heart mask. That should mean this is the last map. Oh, this looks too easy. How is it gonna fuck me up? Do I need hugs? We're gonna get a hug in here just in case. Reach the radar node. Okay, the only worrying looking enemy is this one. The other ones look manageable. This one and this one look like they're gonna be a pain in the ass. And where's the radar? All the way over there. How many moves do I have? So I will end here. Wait, I think I can just go for it. Maybe. True! I hadn't realized. I never look properly at the maps, but I always forget that they actually do like little maps of like the places where they are. It should be doable. It should be perfectly doable. with the power of the Scar Sisters. But I mean, we're gonna see how this goes. And the Scar Sister didn't confirm. No! So you have not unlocked easy mode yet. To be fair, I only got one of the Scar Sisters, the other I got it with a core mask. Look at them go. Okay, now the only thing that could fuck me over if it's an extra enemy shows up of nowhere in the next round, because I will be out of ammo. That would be very funny, yeah. But it looks like we'll be fine. Both shows up from the radar. No, yeah, exactly. I step onto the radar, and a bomb goes off under my feet. But if it's just this, if it's just as straightforward as it seems, we shall be fine. We're fine! Woohoo! Oh, we got another light as a feather. It's hilarious how quickly scars kill everything. Yes, it is. Give me 1 second to get some water. From the... Water has been obtained. Let me see, I got some Discord messages, anything important? Alright. Ahoha, light as a feather, 5. I don't know what that scream was. I'm just very, very excited. Oh, it's a Yoriko.
見た目は全然そういう感じがしないですね。もう少し威厳を見せてください。
戦術を意識しないなら
指揮官の肩書きを
性能ア
甘
ップして
く見ない。
も台無しになるだけよ。
Someday, I'll get Maggie, maybe. Today was not that day. Yeah, this done, that was fast. Yeah.
指揮官、お待ちしておりました。早速今日の行動を開始してください。
指揮官様、先にお食事？お風呂？それともお買い物はいかが？
Is there anyone I don't have? I don't have AR-18. Do I? I think we checked yesterday and I didn't have her. Ah, fuck. Filter by 5-star. AR. And she's unobtainable from gacha, so MG38 do you have her? Maybe. Yeah, I do. So AR-18 it is.
指揮官様、今日はいいお天気ですわよ。まさにショッピング日和。
私は天使コードネーム AR-18。ご支援感謝する。指揮官、ご命令を。
Excellent, most excellent. And with that out of the way, we continue. Light as a feather, 5. Oh no, they're different. There are different file numbers. Yeah, none of us are gonna remember the numbers anyway. Hello? Oh, is this when Morido almost died? Lying on the operating table, the dying Morido holds her breath and does not make a sound. She gulps unconsciously. She knows that she is taking a huge gamble by making this request. But at the same time, she is absolutely certain that the gamble will pay off.
Lunacia.
The sharp blade passes on Morido's cheek. Blood is oozing out of the wound that has just been cut, but not a drop of it clings to the blade.
How did you know this name? I met her, father.
Holding back her fear, Morido keeps her voice steady as she speaks.
Please, give me a chance.
A chance for what?
Morido, what do you think you're doing? I want to be myself. Only myself.
You killed Maclean, but that only caused her to be reborn in the cocoon again.
That won't happen again, Babska. Both you and Maclean are going to disappear for good. I am the one and only full immune individual. Even if you kill me, I will still be reborn within your consciousness, just as Maclean had done many times before. What is the point of your action? I made a deal with God. Running up that hill? She taught me a way of deceiving our creators. You are going to trick the Master and Father? Yes, I will make them believe I can be the substitute for the fully immune individual. As long as I devour you and Maclean. Why? Because I cannot allow the two of you, who share my consciousness, reveal my secrets. You do know that there are many more cocoons here. I know, but I want to be the most special one out of the bunch. The only one who managed to retain her complete sense of self. The only one who is free. The surgical procedure is over. Morido's body feels light and hollow. She feels like a butterfly flapping its wings as it flutters towards the flowers, finally free from its cage. Morido is practically dragged out of the operating room. Her head hangs feebly, her face is obscured by her hair. Nobody sees her smile. If that is indeed what you want, I can give you what you desire. Morido closes her eyes, and Four, who is standing in the darkness, smiles compassionately at her. A single butterfly flies out of 3 conjointed cocoons.
I see! Oh god, anything new in the BSing system? I doubt it. We haven't got into the quarantine world yet, so... Oh, we're getting an ID thing. 30 out of 32! Ah, we're almost there, guys! I'm not ready! "19. A cowering portrait. The fierce exchange of gunfire interrupts the tranquility of the residential area. The vehicle carrying the commander speeds away on the deserted streets. But as their location is exposed, more and more enemy reinforcements rush to intercept them.
There are too many pursuers. At this rate, the vehicle is going to fall apart very soon.
Focus on driving. I'll take care of the pursuers. Wait, so 45 is driving? Who's driving this car? M16 pulls open the sunroof and props her weapon up to fire at the relentless enemies. "416, cover me."
Got it. I'll keep an eye on what's behind you.
Whoa, teamwork? Between those two? A garrison soldier is hit by the vehicle. While it breaks for a brief second, 416 snatches the communicator out of the soldier's hand and hacks into it. Can you find out their position with this?
Yes.
A moment later, 416 has the answer.
Commander, they have soldiers blocking all exit in the white zone. More than a dozen teams are also searching along the main road. Then we can't go back the way we came. What should we do, Commander? Do you have a topographic map of the White Zone? We got to make a break for it. We're just sitting ducks here, and they'll get to us sooner or later.
Nearly memorized the whole place!
Another burst of bullets are fired at the vehicle. One P-45 swerves just in time to evade most of them.
Also, it is here driving.
You need a very high clearance level to access any map of the White Zone, and the topographic one is pretty much top secret. I'm afraid we can't get to it on our own. Nele, who has been nervously watching the gunfight through the window, suddenly speaks up. I have a rough understanding of the geography here. I took the effort to memorize it because the instructor asked me to. Nele? The urban planning here is very systematic, with different areas for different functions. The center is the administrative area, which is shortly northwest from here, and there are residential areas in both the southwest and northeast. We are currently in the southwestern one. The commander studies the diagram that Nele has quickly sketched and ponders their next move. Do you know how we can get to the main from here? The main? Why do you ask? There is a circular Wiesbaden metro line that passes over the White Zone, and that's where the main and the White Zone intersect. You clearly did your homework. Still, we can't get out even if we find intersection. No. What 16 means is that the walls where the metro line passes over the White Zone are weaker.
Ha!
We can blast our way through there. Indeed. I understand. Nele stares at her own diagram with a frown. Based on the information I have, I can only infer that the intersection is roughly to the north of the residential area, where the garrison base and the administrative area meet. That is the water treatment facility, which is directly connected to the top of the White Zone. Are you certain that this information is correct? It will directly determine our decision of where to go from here. I am fairly confident, unless the building is camouflaged. That wouldn't be a problem. We can run a soil analysis before we do it. Then I have no other questions, Commander. Thank you, Nele. The commander looks at the X that Nele has marked on the map and frowns. We will have to get past the garrison base to get there. There's a chance that we'll be spotted. The garrison has fully mobilized to hunt us down, so only a small number of soldiers are left behind at the base. I'm more concerned about the comms network within the garrison. They respond to developing situations very quickly, and their reinforcements are very fast. The moment they come across our tracks, they will immediately know where we're headed. Don't worry, we will do everything we can to buy you time. The explosion will also serve as a distraction to split the garrison's attention. Right, their current objective is to reach the water treatment facility. Roger that. OMP-45 changes direction and it speeds towards the new destination.
More shooting.
416 shoots down the last approaching garrison soldier. Just as M16 has surmised, the entire garrison has mobilized, leaving only a few squads at the camp. 416 looks up at the top section of the water treatment facility. If all has gone according to plan, M16 should have arrived at her position by now. M16, 404 has finished cleaning up the scene. But we couldn't sabotage the garrison's internal alarm system in time, so reinforcements are already on the way. Copy that. I'm already on the top floor and setting the charges. Give me 5 more minutes. Acknowledged. 416 looks over the vehicle in the parking lot nearby, in which the commander, Nele, and Jay are hiding. OMP-45 and OMP-9 are already in position to protect the commander. All that's left to do is for her and 11 to intercept any enemy reinforcements and stall them until M16 completes the detonation. In this quiet moment, just before the storm, 416 is suddenly plagued by an inexplicable sense of unease. As if to prove her sense of premonition, a shrill alarm sounds from the water treatment facility.
Take cover. The charges are set. Copy that. Retreat post haste.
416 gestures to her teammates behind her to take cover and promptly runs to safety herself. The commander's vehicle is just a few steps away. The sound of a massive explosion comes from behind, but there is no sign of the expected smell of smoke and burning. When 416 opens her eyes again, she is no longer near the water treatment facility that should have been ablaze. Instead, she finds herself in her own level 2 space.
What's going on? 45? Is this you?
What's wrong? Why are you calling me via a level 2 channel?
I got janked into my level 2.
You got hacked.
I'm not sure.
Describe what you see.
416 takes in the starkly wide space and looks for anything unusual. The sound of a snake licking its tongue. It sounds extremely close, like it is right by her ear.
A snake. I see a snake.
A snake? 416, we are now looking at your level 2 through 45 share screen. We're not seeing this snake of yours.
416 stares unblinkingly at the wide-lipped python coiled over several white objects that appear to be eggs. It flicks its tongue at 416 in warning. But 416 takes no notice at all. Her attention is on the egg-shaped objects guarded by the python. There are protected data within those shells. 416 realizes what she's looking at. This is Cocoon.
"45, what's the situation out there?"
The explosion was a bit more powerful than we expected, but we've opened up a passage, alright? We are now repelling the garrison reinforcements while planning a route for the commander. Your frame should be near the commander's vehicle. If you have a plan, you'd better tell me now. Honestly, things aren't looking very good here.
45, there is a trap in front of you, and you know that taking the bait will kill you. But there is something vital in the trap. What will you do?
We are all desperados here. Since when are we scared of a little gamble?
I knew it.
416 lets out a sigh.
Even if I don't step in the trap now, you'll do it sooner or later.
416 raises her gun and walks up to the snake.
Then it better be me. Such things shall be left to the squad leader, don't you think? If I don't come back, you can take over as a squad leader for a while.
"46, there is always a chance that you'll lose everything in the gamble, so make sure you think it through."
I have thought it through.
416 deactivates her comms channel. The white-lipped python in front of her rears up, showing off its robust body and baring its sharp fangs.
Commander, never thought there'd come a day when I risk it all.
Also, hello, Callius.
416 squeezes her trigger, and the burst of bullets force the python to lean back. The bullets bounce off its scales, creating a few sparks.
That's some ridiculously strong defense. I bet its attack is equally...
The white-lipped python whips its tail with lightning speed and the force of a tsunami. Unable to dodge out of the way in time, 416 is brutally sent flying and crashes to the ground.
Why are the enemies so overpowered these days? With that kind of attack and defense stats, in Yeleven's words, this boss needs to be nerfed.
With a derisive snicker, 416 stumbles to her feet and faces off the python once more. It raises its head high and flicks its tongue as if in mockery. 416 recalls his previous attack and tries to identify any possible openings. The python launches another attack.
Following the same move,
416 slides through the gap between the python's tail and the ground. At the same time, she opens fire in the direction of its head.
I won't fall for the same trick twice.
The bullets once again bounce off its scales harmlessly with only a spark. But causing damage is not 416's intention anyway. Her target has always been the cocoon. While the python is momentarily distracted, 416 grabs hold of one of the cocoons. Then... she has lost sight of the snake, but the hiss by her ear is unmistakably clear. Ouch! The pain of being strangled. She can't think. She can't move. It feels as if she's being swallowed by the snake, paralyzed by deadly venom, and pushed further and further into hell. Even so, 416 does not let go of the cocoon in her hand. The cacophony of gunfire pulls her back into reality.
That's it?
416, answer me.
I'm here. I got out.
This is too easy.
Are you okay? You gave me quite a scare.
I'm fine. I'll go pick up the commander. I have important information for them.
Are you sure you're okay? Fortin say you saw a snake or something?
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. I'll check up on the commander first.
I am worried. The white-lipped python sheds the skin, and a woman emerges gracefully. She pulls up 416's real-time view. This bitch!
What a headstrong child. So eager to prove herself. Do you honestly think you can live unscathed after stealing Hydra's treasure?
Behind her, the remaining cocoons emit a faint glow.
Now let's see to whom you will offer the treasure.
The fierce sound of battle seems to be fading into the distance. The commander wants to open their eyes, but their body refuses to obey.
Commander!
They feel an intense pain on their back and the side of their thigh, caused by some kind of a strong impact. The commander remembers running into Task Force D5, who came to rescue them, but the ride was knocked over by an explosion.
Commander, wake up!
A cold hand smacks them on the cheek lightly.
Commander!
They've really got to wake up now. Beautiful. My beautiful wife.
Finally.
416?
It's me. Take my hand.
Okay. Still feeling numb and disoriented, the commander reaches out toward 416 in a daze.
Right, I got you. Now try to relax. I'm going to pull you out of the car.
Sure. Although the commander is still too confused to understand the current situation, they still implicitly and wholeheartedly trust 416.
Here I go. This may hurt, but don't worry. I'll get you out of here safely.
Right.
This way, Commander.
What about Lunasia, Nele, and Jay? Dragging the stumbling commander along, 416 runs toward another vehicle that UMP-45 has hacked. What about the others?
Miss Nele and the funkily dressed dandelion are safe.
Funkily dressed!
D5 has also made it here and is currently drawing some of the fire from us and buying us time.
It's very reassuring to have you all around. After helping the commander into the vehicle, 416 closes the door and stands guard outside.
Commander, I'll stand guard out here. Stay put inside the car for now. Once M16 is done clearing up our route, she'll come and give us a hand.
Okay.
45. Is the commander's escape route confirmed? Basically, yes. M16 is clearing up the last obstacles. How are things on your end? We're safe for now.
Snake! There comes the persistent sound again. 416 senses the menacing breath by her ear.
"45. Yes. Come take cover for me and watch the commander. Why? Where are you going?
"416 feels ice-cold skin gliding over her frame, wrapping around her, but she sees nothing. The bind constricts little by little, suffocating her more and more. 416, are you okay? What's that thing in your eye? It's glowing faintly.
I'm okay, Commander.
She feels a burning sensation in both her right eye and where she was bitten on the arm. She grips her gun tightly and forces her mind to focus.
"416, come in."
416?
Is this my punishment for losing the gamble? I stole something important without paying my due.
416.
This is why I extracted from the beasting system. It's all in your hands, Commander. We will prevail.
In the dead silence, Forsaken gun slips out of her hand and clatters to the ground. Like an icicle breaking off from a glacier, she plunges straight into an endless abyss of darkness. The commander catches her frame before she falls, but they cannot catch her soul.
Damn, okay! Excuse me, what the fuck?
In Parado's temporary plant, Nemran takes the communicator, which should not be ringing at the moment, from Ashley. It is Hebe.
What happened?
Remember Babska's cocoon that you left in my safekeeping?
That one was already broken. The information contained within couldn't be cracked. That's why I left it with you.
I used it to set a trap.
What do you mean?
The thief is now marked.
Fine. It's going to be leaked sooner or later anyway. But don't act without authorization next time.
How can we win if we're always so passive?
The game is already at a point where we can't afford to make any random moves. Hebe, I hope you understand the difficulty of the task at hand.
Of course I understand. This is precisely why we can't just remain on the defensive. We may only stand a chance of winning if we actually take a chance.
Have you considered that our mission objective isn't actually to win this current game?
What? Second to last? No, this is the last one. Look up. 31 out of 32. They don't want to win this fight? Apparently not. I'm like it's like, wait, so all of these is just like a setup for like later? They're not actually trying to like accomplish their objective right away? They know there's a sequel. They heard. The last one. Oh god. Oh god. Rupture.
Say, if Meklin resides within Murdo's body, can you accept that? Just like me with this body. Can you accept it?
the temporary safe house, Squad 404 analyzes the information for which 416 has traded her life. Pushing their sorrow aside for now, the commander finally understands what Lunacia meant earlier. So this is what you meant when you said Maclan resided within Morido's body.
It's a gift to you from Bill.
Torn with someone's life and death?
If you join forces with him, he may agree to let Maclan return to your side.
I would rather die! Shut up. This is the first time the commander has lost her temper in front of Lunacia.
You see, you can't accept it. Neither can Bill.
The commander walks up to Lunacia. The grim determination that they radiate silences Lunacia. I made up my mind.
What?
I am going to destroy Paradeus completely. All the Neros, the Nero incubation program known as Operation Cocoon, and whoever's pulling the strings behind them. I want them all dead.
What about Maclan?
Maclan is already dead. She died right before my eyes.
I see. And what about me?
I hope you want to end up on the list. I suppose you don't want to be on the list either.
Looks like I'm going to have to make an effort to prove myself.
The commander gestures for M16 to take Lunacia back to her cell. Commander, you need rest. I want to check on 416. The commander stands next to 416's frame and looks down at those closed eyes. OMP-45 is perched on a stool, rummaging for tools in her attempt to repair 416.
"416 will probably have a breakdown if you perform a eulogy right now. You know how much pride she has."
Then what should I say?
Something lighthearted. Ask her to send you invoices for what you owe. Tell her you support her being the squad leader of 404. That's more than enough.
The commander tightens the tousless fringe on 416's forehead, but they just can't bring themselves to utter something so frivolous. Learn anything about the perpetrator?
This damage is caused by a new Naito.
OMP-45 carefully peels back 416's right eyelid, revealing the clear mark on her eye.
Paradeus has another high-ranking Naito in Frankfurt.
I see. I found a way to find her. How are the repairs on 416 coming along?
We can't repair her with our current resources, and the damage she sustained is something I've never seen before. After this is over, I'll have to get deer.
The commander squats down slowly and takes 416's hand. This was the hand that pulled them out of the vehicle. But right now, it is so weak and lifeless, it cannot even make a fist.
I was planning to step down as a squad leader and let her have a go in the position after this operation. Sadly, neither of us are the candid type. If only I had told her sooner. Hmm. 45. She's not even officially instated as leader yet, but she's already so eager to perform the duty of a leader. If someone had to lose their life, she'd rather it be her. 1B45 packs up her toolkit and walks up to the commander. For once, there is no trace of any humor or banter in her eyes, only seriousness. Commander, our new adversary in Frankfurt is most certainly an electronic warfare expert. We lost this time, and there's no guarantee that we'll win next time. These new Gyrus capabilities are still unclear, which poses a potential risk. But Commander, this is actually making me very eager for a fight. The commander can see the quiet fury burning in OMP45's eyes. What about you, Commander? The commander lets go of her 16th hand gently and turns to the doll behind them. Same here.
The quiet fury is such a raw line. It is! It is! It's so good. Thank you, Mika. Ah! Oh, good. You know it's dire when 45 doesn't crack any jokes. You know it's serious business time. I'm sending this to my friends to tease them. I keep sending them stuff to tease them, to be like, hey, you guys should catch up. Look like war crimes are back on the menu, lads. Ah, so good.
Frankfurt District, Frankfurt. Our primary objective in this operation plan was to enter the White Zone and rescue you. The key part of this plan, entering the White Zone, was only possible thanks to the intelligence provided by M16. It's almost as if you knew what's going to happen.
Smiles.
The commander peers at M16, who's leaning against the wall in the corner. Her words from when they last parted ways still echo in their ears. You left Avernus early back then to plan for Frankfurt? Yes. I'm guessing you'll just come up if I ask any more questions. The commander doesn't press M16 any further and instead turns to AR-18. Any information concerning Paradeus? Anything on William's whereabouts in particular? Commander, our operation has achieved a great deal on top of successfully rescuing you. D5 destroyed a handful of Paradeus temporary bases, while Squad 404 hacked into the Beasting system and obtained important information on Paradeus' new operation. What information? Paradeus has plans to implement a project named Operation Cocoon to replace the channel that Irma shut down. They'd already planned so far ahead, even back in Berlin? It was probably nothing more than a plan B at that point. But now they're forced to put it into action. But back then, Operation Cocoon wasn't about this. If you're referring to the Yasus boxes, those were only byproducts of Operation Cocoon. We're still not sure where that's supposed to lead. In any case, we mustn't let them achieve their aim. That goes without saying. M16 walks up to the commander. There's a GPS tracker on the Dandelion. We can't remove it. We can't let her go either. Firstly, we need her to stop Operation Cocoon. Secondly, I need her for my revenge. Alright, I'll keep trying. Also, we need instructions on how to deal with the two humans. Oh yeah, sorry Jay, we kind of kidnapped you. Wanna help out? After a knock, the commander and AR-18 enter the room.
Miss Instructor.
Miss Nele, sorry for the ordeal we put you through. Miss Mia is on her way here. First of all, please accept my utmost gratitude. Thank you very much for your help. If it hadn't been for you, my dogs could still be stuck beyond the quarantine wall right now. Also, the information you provided about the White Zone is critical and will greatly benefit our coming operation.
So, what about the favor I'm asking?
I understand what you're after, but...
Miss Instructor tried to fob me off, but I won't hold it against her. I know you're going up against Galatea and the powerful entity behind them. My request is very simple. I want to restore Dr. Gray's reputation.
That's very dangerous, you know?
Of course I do, but I've got to get to the bottom of it. I want to figure out what exactly was the thing that replaced the real Dr. Gray.
Looks like nothing I say will dissuade you.
You're right about that.
Even if it'll take you down a difficult path, you do know that you're in the company of a group of wanted criminals, right?
So what? The pursuit of the truth is never easy.
I love her. Alright, I understand. Looking at Nele's resolute eyes, the commander knows that she is fully committed to her cause. Commander, here's the SSC agent that was found together with Miss Nele. The commander directs their gaze at Jay, who is sitting in the corner. They are not quite sure how to feel. Commander? Sorry for getting you involved. Did you receive my message? Yes. I thought the next time we saw each other again, we'd be having a drink together in Frankfurt. I'm sorry. That's really all I can say. I know. We're never destined to walk the same path. Apologies, Agent J, but I'm afraid you're going to have to stay here for a short while. Someone will bring you some daily necessities in a bit. No, Jay. AR-18, get all the dolls to assemble at the meeting room in 10 minutes. I thought you will be depressed for a while. No time for that. When Irma gave her life, you didn't slack off at all. I am a soldier. What a coincidence, so am I. The road ahead will demand even more courage and determination from us. It is an honor to accompany you. What a rat line. I am a soldier. What a coincidence, so am I. It's peak. This commander is what I need in Frontline 2.
It's alright. They'll return now with everything going on. They'll be back. I know.
¡Se prendió esta mierda! We are now just outside an abandoned chemical plant in the Eastbourne district of Frankfurt. Through our camera, you can see the thick smoke and a large amount of powder billowing in the air. An explosion has just occurred here, but the exact cause and casualties remain unknown. Firefighters have already entered the scene to put out the fire. This is not an isolated incident. 2 other factories in the Eastbourne district also experienced explosions today. As those 2 factories are involved in the processing of hazardous chemicals, our team has not yet been granted access, and the situation remains unclear.
Thank you for the super chat! I need the PC client, I need to catch up. Oh, the PC client can't come soon enough. Focus Frontline 1.
We will continue to follow this story closely. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just received an emergency report. An explosion has also occurred today in the Wiesbaden district. The blast site has been sealed off by the police, and unauthorized personnel are not allowed to enter. From the perimeter, we can see police officers, firefighters, and medical personnel moving in and out, with multiple injured individuals being carried out for treatment. Hello, did you notice anything when the explosion happened? I live nearby. I heard some rumbling and ran outside to see what was happening. Then I saw the explosion in the district. There's a lot of yellow powder in the air. I sure hope it's not toxic. Thank you for your response. We also observed a similar yellow powder earlier at the site of the factory explosion in the Eastbourne district. I don't like that. To determine its origin and whether it poses any toxicity risks, we have reached out to an environmental expert on the scene. We have conducted a series of tests on various environmental indicators within the affected neighborhood following the explosion. However, it will take some time to obtain the results. At present, we can confirm that the explosion has caused a sharp increase in elite radiation particle concentration in this area. The levels are now approaching the threshold for a Yellowstone classification. Great! As a precautionary measure, we have issued a contamination alert to residents in the vicinity. But please stay calm and don't panic. We have already dispatched relevant personnel to contain the radiation contamination. Yes, if any of our viewers live near the explosion site, please refrain from leaving your home until the contamination alert is lifted. Following the major explosion in the Frankfurt district on November 1, multiple explosions have occurred today in Wiesbaden, Eastbourne and Raunheim, resulting in at least 50 casualties so far. Police and emergency responders have arrived at the scenes to carry out rescue operations. We will continue to provide updates on the situation. It is worth noting that authorities have not yet classified these incidents as part of the same series of It is worth noting that authorities have not yet classified these incidents as part of the same series as the explosion in the Frankfurt district. Instead, they have linked them to multiple explosions that took place in Berlin this past September. Reports indicate that large amounts of yellow powder were also found at the Berlin explosion sites. Experts have now confirmed that this substance is identical to the yellow powder discovered at the new explosion site in Frankfurt. While the exact origin of the substance remains unclear, it has been confirmed to cause elevated early radiation levels. Experts are actively studying its effects, and police are investigating its source. During this time, we urge Frankfurt residents to remain calm, limit outdoor activities, and avoid crowded areas. We will continue to follow the situation closely.
What? What? What do you mean? What do you mean? It just ends there, and it doesn't have a credits. Doesn't have song. Okay, we have more information here. Quarantine wall, located to the east of the Wiesbaden district. This 2.5 kilometer long, 2 kilometer wide structure features air purification systems and 12 checkpoints manned by the Volkspolizei Tactical Unit. The wall houses the government's administrative headquarters, making it the least contaminated, most secure, and heavily monitored area in Frankfurt. I feel weird that there's no credits. Number 2 nursing home. Located within the quarantine wall and built around a natural hot spring, this exclusive facility sits at 2 St. Paul's Trap, a prime location covering 9 hectares. Officially named the Sanatorium, it is often referred to as Sanatorium Number 2 due to the many similar institutions in Frankfurt. Access is strictly controlled, with soldiers standing guard 24/7. Inside, a professional team of medical staff, chefs, and wellness specialists cater exclusively to the wealthy and elite. For Frankfurt citizens, this place remains shrouded in mystery, with little known about what happens beyond its gates. Oh, I'm sure this will not be important in the future at all. Peninsula Garden Hotel. Originally built in 2038 with the investment of Galatea Real Estate Company, the Peninsula Garden Hotel was completed in 2040. Destroyed in World War III and rebuilt in 2051, this 15-story luxury hotel boasts over 300 rooms, 4 banquet halls, and 3 multimedia conference halls, giving it the capacity for hosting large-scale events. The hotel's spectacular view overlooking the confluence of the Rhine and the Main makes it one of Frankfurt's most famous high-end hotels. An old industrial park. The industrial park was established in 2036, attracting numerous well-known enterprises. During World War III, it suffered devastating destruction due to bombings. In 2050, due to shifting geopolitical circumstances, the Frankfurt authorities restructured the city's layout, relocating most business to surrounding areas. By 2055, the land within the industrial park had been cleared and leveled, and a new round of bidding was opened, with companies such as the Galatea Corporation participating. In 2058, a major industrial accident occurred. A dull malfunction led to a boiler explosion, affecting a 2-kilometer radius. By 2059, only 11 companies remain in the industrial park. Damn. See you in the next event, yeah. Sheesh, okay. To summarize our current situation, we managed to pull out of the White Zone with Lunacia and link up with all the remaining teams. Yes, exactly. Show? What will show? Show is dead. I'm like, damn, okay. It just ended like that? Sure. Next event is something forest? I forgot. Metals. Isolation forest. That's the thing. Thank you. Oh. Which is the older one that I have? There we go. Look at my ID. Beautiful. Hell yeah. People are thinking that the ending of Frontline 1 might be reckoned soon. Yeah, I remember people saying that there were some issues Like there were some inconsistencies. Apparently there was some beef between the. Let me go back here. Apparently there was some beef between the writing teams or something. And like there was a bunch of things that didn't really connect too well with Frontline 2. There were even cut live to the animations. Damn. I'm like really wondering what exactly is in that doesn't connect, because so far everything is making Girlfriend like to make a lot of sense. Yeah, I'm like, so far everything is making sense. And I remember, I assume Isolation, I mean not Isolation Forest, Convolutional Kernel, I assume it came in like 2 parts or something, because I remember when like the first half released, everyone was like, wow, this is absolute cinema and whatever, and then apparently the second half just like dropped incredibly. I know no details, no spoilers, but it's just comments that I've seen from people commenting about like, oh, how like first half was good, second half was not good. The second half of the event shit the bed, I know because I saw what happened. It was quite what the fuck. Damn. Yeah, and apparently it's like specifically the second part of the event, because I remember when the first part came out, everyone was like losing their minds, but like, you know, in the usual, this is the good shit kind of way. And then suddenly everyone was like, what the fuck? Once the second half came out. And then I started to see the comments about like the writing teams having beef with each other for some fucking reason. I'm like, I still don't get why. And also I still don't know how that went past whoever was in charge of like checking that. Because they have the Frontline 1 writing team and the Frontline 2 writing team. You know, it's not like they have them working on both games at once, as far as I know. But yeah, I guess there are chances that it might get retconned or written, because I mean they've done that a lot with Frontline 2 already, so might as well do it with Frontline 1. Truthfully, there probably isn't any beef, and it's just a minor or major misunderstanding which can happen when you add layers of bureaucracy to stuff. Which you have to add when your studio triplicates in size over a year. Yeah, makes sense. From the tone of the event in 2, this one in 2 feels very much Frontline in 1. Yeah, the thing is that I remember I saw a Diane event also. It was written by Frontline 1 peeps. But like, you know, they already rewritten. They're rewriting a bunch of Girls Frontline 2. You know, before release, after release, they're still writing stuff. So it's really the case with the Girls Frontline 1 ending that it kind of makes no sense. It could get rewritten also. I feel you know, I don't think they won't do it, or they just add like an extra event afterwards or something that actually explains things. Or they had another ending for Girls Frontline 1 and Girls Frontline 2 work with that ending, and Girls Frontline 1 just changed the ending after that. I mean, yeah, that's going to happen, as Black was saying, since, like, you know, the studio increased in size and there's probably more layers of bureaucracy in between. Especially since they have like 2 separate teams for both games. It might have been a thing of like, oh, this is gonna be the ending, guys, by the way, the ending for Girls Frontline 1. You know, so the Girls Frontline 2 team, you know, started writing all their stuff. And then at some point they changed the ending. And there was like something happened in between and they forgot to inform people that they changed the ending. You know, something like that. You never happen. Girls 2 was like, huh? Oh, you can't do that. We already released the game. They might recon it in a way that makes sense in universe. I mean, yeah, that can also happen. They have very much possibilities open, so... Another game that were written to connect better to Girls Frontline is Reverse Collapse. Oh yeah, I mean, Reverse Collapse is a, like, remade of Bakery, but they actually made it connect more properly with like the lore that they had written by that point already to Girls Frontline 1, because they were already changing some things, or like some things were not like connecting properly with Bakery and Girls Frontline 1. So when Reverse Collapse released, you know, it was like a full-on remake. There were new lore stuff. But yeah, I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. And I guess we'll see rather soon. Because if JP is getting Isolation Forest, that means we should be getting Isolation Forest pretty soon also. Where's the Girls Frontline Japanese Twitter? Here. Let's see, what does it say here? Here it is. Isolation Forest is coming out on JP on my birthday. Wow, thank you. Thank you, Mika. Okay, now I need Global to release it on my birthday as well, and then I just I just do a 12-hour stream reading the entire event in one go. As a birthday celebration to me. Woo! Trauma! Happy birthday. We got the theory that there's indeed a very high chance that convolutional kernels will read into some questions that arise from racist events. Oh. Your birthday is trauma. Yippee! But yeah, I'm like, you know, now that they have, you know, they had the entire thing with Lunasia, M16. It's like they could very well kind of explain it at some point with like someone changing the timelines. But I'm like, you know, they still need to do it. They still need to do like a good ending anyway. You know, it has to be peak, and apparently it isn't. Not only from the fact that it doesn't really connect, but like, I think people didn't like it. Like it wasn't great. From a writing perspective. It was very fucking stupid. That's so depressing. Like, it will make better sense if it connects, you know, it will be easier if it actually connects. But, you know, considering everything we know from Frontline 1 and Reverse Collapse, and what they're starting to imply in Frontline 2, it doesn't actually need to connect like super closely, because, you know, we have people that can be like, oh, I'm gonna change this, and just like shoot themselves in the head or something and go to another timeline, Jeff Foodie style. But yeah, apparently, you know, aside from that, is what I'm hearing is that it is indeed not peak, you know, like it wasn't really a great ending for something that came up, you know, it was going so well and like rising and rising, was being like cinema, one event after the other, and then suddenly just the end, we just like fell flat. So I guess we'll see. I do hope it gets fixed for global, but you know, we'll have to see. It was an ending, we'll leave it at that. It was surely an ending. It was an ending that happened. Here's a cliffhanger, but there's no continuation. Let's go. And before they released the PC client, and they're like, aha, it wasn't actually the ending, surprise. No, but they did the whole... I remember they did the whole Gears Frontline end thing. I remember the screenshot. That's the only screenshot I've seen of the ending. It's just like the dialogue box at the very end that says like Gears Frontline end. Yeah, Reggie. Yes. Ooh. Okay, off she goes. I wouldn't be surprised if they pull a troll and they resume in flashback to last event to see what happened. In Girls Frontline 2. Yeah, no, you know, that's what I'm saying, because they do like to do that a lot. They like to not show things only for later on reveal them in a flashback, like they've been doing for these past events. Like that is a narrative resource that they use a lot. The, you know, not showing things happening, or not showing the entire thing happening, and then showing you later on, like, aha, this is what actually happened in like that scene. Like, you know, they've done it. They did it now with the whole like Morido and quote unquote N4 talking that we didn't get to see in the event when it actually happened. They did it. What I really like is what they did with the RPK versus M16 thing in Avernus, because we actually see that scene when it happens during the event. You know, we actually see it, but we only see what they're talking out loud. And then later on, they revealed that they had an entire ass conversation through comms, and that was great. I really like that. That was good stuff. Yeah. So then, yeah, but yeah, regarding the ending, they can pull our reverse collapse. You know, that is a thing that they've been using a lot, especially during the last event. You know, they brought that up from reverse collapse. I mean, like, oh yeah, by the way, you thought reverse collapse was the only one that had like the timelines and stuff. Haha, you were wrong. So it is not impossible. I feel like they will use it, but still, there's still the thing, as I said, that the Girls Frontline 1 ending has to be rewarding by its own measure, you know, because we've been playing this game for literal years. It's gonna be like 10 years or so. So, you know, they still need to give like a good ending to the players, like, even if you're left with questions, but you know, it has to be like every time an event ends that we are left with so much questions, but we're like, it's peak, it's absolute cinema. It has to have like that same feeling to then like kind of push you to be like, okay, well, now we'll see what will happen in Girls Frontline 2 and how it will actually connect at some point, even if it doesn't really make sense at this point. But again, I'm seeing from the comments and from chat right now that it was neither of those things. You know, it wasn't lore accurate to connect with Girls Frontline 2, and it wasn't good. so failed at everything. That bad. Apparently, like, I haven't said it again. I'm just going from like the kind of general opinion I'm seeing, but I know nothing. I know absolutely nothing of the ending. Not a single thing. Other than it says Girls Frontline end at the end. You know nothing, Chris. No, I know nothing. I try to remain as spoiler-free of Gears Frontline as I can, so then I can give you my genuine, shocked, Pikachu gasp reactions when I'm reading. But yeah, damn. I can't wait for you screaming and tilting that day. And that when that day comes, you guys will be able to tell me if they fix it or not. Oh, but yeah. Yeah, now I need Mika to release Isolation Force in March. I don't think they will. They released the March thing already, didn't they? The roadmap. Only roadmap. Yeah, there's nothing. There's a client update though. That is slightly promising. So probably April then? At the speed they're going, I'm like probably April, right? Because they're not wasting any time. The best part of the ending is the last thing, the credits one. Oh, I haven't listened to the song either. I'm trying my best to hold off to hear it like in game. We'll see if I can resist. But so far I have not heard it. I have not listened to it. Peak song. Oh, Reggie, say hi, say hi. She does not say hi. The song connects more with Gears Frontline 2 than the actual ending. Let's go. It's all in the song. Now we need to analyze the lyrics. Oh, and I'm so excited for Isolation Forest. Angular Gyrus was so good. But also I'm like, you know, they're building up Frankfurt so much. Then now I'm like, can it really be done in like just one big major event? Because I know there's 2 events left, but I don't know how long Isolation Forest is. And meanwhile I assume Convolutional Kernel is way longer. It's got me really curious. I was subbed to Vanguard sound, so I got spoiled thinking it was a different song. Oh yeah, I'm subbed to them too, but every time I see them like upload a song, I'm like, this is from Gears Frontline. I will not listen to it. So just pretend I do not see. Only time will tell, indeed. Oh, I loved it. Oh, so good, so good. All so good. My webs event is in March. I'm ready to pull. That was great. Well, every time I finish doing a Frontline event, I'm just like, cinema. The Twilight remix from the Summerland Saga band with a whole ass music video. Wait, what? I did not know that. I mean, I knew they uploaded the Summerland Saga remix, but I didn't know it had a whole ass music video. That is insane. I'll have to check it out then. Have to check that out. But yeah, for now, I am brain dead as I usually are on Sundays, especially after a Gears Frontline event. I want more. Yeah. How did they end that there? So good. Gears Frontline 2 event when next week. Next week, we're running Santa Races event. We'll probably start the next Nevercloud event that I have pending. That was, which one was it again? Also, I need to unlock the event, the event story now, so I can read it after. The Santa Race event. I never cloud. It's gonna be a Santa Racy weekend. Can't wait for you to catch up to another cloud. It slaps. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of excited, especially because I mean, Nevercloud it's in a weird gray area right now within Mika. Apparently nothing, from what I've heard, nothing else has come out in CN after the event that we got now in Global, which is very weird. But anyway, we'll see where that goes. I am still excited to catch up, so we'll see. I just need to not forget to unlock to complete the event now, so I can have the story unlocked to read later. Apparently, we'll start voicing stuff again next event. I read somewhere, I don't remember now where. That they're only gonna be voicing events like relevant to the main story, and the other events will not be voiced. But I mean, I don't know how true that is. I thought Nevercloud was finished. It seems to be, but like, you know, there's been like no official announcement or anything. So it just kind of makes it weird. Technically, both main goals were achieved on Nevercloud, so technically it is finished. Oh. Interesting. But I mean, there's gonna be a Nevercloud and Frontline club, so that's gonna be something. It's just that, like, you know, as I said, it doesn't seem like Mika has done like any official thing of like, oh yeah, this is like the end of the story, like end. But it seems to be done, which is very curious to me. But anyway, I'm gonna take the chance that we finish early to log off early, go do some chores, and have some time to play. That's why technically, yeah, exactly. Like technically it should be done, but it's not like they've actually said that it's done. But they haven't done anything new, so that's why I say it's kind of in a weird gray area from what I've heard. Just still existing. But like nobody knows if there's gonna be any new story content. So yeah, as I was saying, I'm gonna take this chance to go make some chores. Take care of some chores. And play a bit before I need to go get my sister. So I'll see you guys next time. Next week, since I'm done with the two games I was doing, I'm gonna be starting Sonic Shadow Generations because I've been wanting to play that for a while. And I think we'll also be finally going back to Honka Impact Part 1. I'm just gonna leave Part 2 on hold and just finish Part 1. And then we'll continue where we left off from Part 2. Both because it's too hard to try to keep up with both at the same time. And because I'm pretty sure characters from Part 1 start showing up in Part 2. And I don't want to spoil people that might not know the lore of the game. And that maybe they're like watching for the first time. They're just watching me play it. They don't know nothing else about the game. And yeah, then next week we can go back to reverse collapse if because yeah, the Centaurus event will still have some time to go, right? So that means we should be ready to get a reverse collapse stream before they release new content there. But yeah, I think that's gonna be for next week. But for now, thank you guys so much for coming. Remember to stay safe, stay hydrated, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.